the stigma and open the door to conversation about mental health. Reminder that it's okay not to be okay and to seek local resources if you need them to talk about things that you may be going through. Each of the starters and players for tonight's match will be throwing out t-shirts as they're introduced. The graduate outside hitter number 2, Christina Parrish. The senior libero number 3, Alyssa Grove. Junior outside hitter number 6, Nia Shahid Stevenson. The junior middle blocker number 9, Vivian Andrea Faherveru. The junior middle blocker number 10, Nuri Shahid Stevenson. The graduate center number 11, Alice Di Francesco. And a sophomore middle blocker number 24, Alani Duncan. The Eagles are led by head coach Tiffany Verney in her 4th season, assistant coaches Alexis Snyder and Tamara Radovino.
Howdy, folks, and welcome into the Drubner Center here for some NCAA Division II volleyball between the Post University Eagles and the Caldwell University Cougars. Howdy, folks, Cody Shalfu here on the call. What should be a good CACC matchup here. And in Waterbury, Connecticut, the Post University Eagles 18-3. Going to stomp their best season of their program's history. Has the best start in program history to begin the season. 9 in a row, and now sit 18-3. 20 wins last season, which is the program mark, and still a couple of weeks to just get 2 more is all they would need. For the Caldwell University Cougars, kind of the exact opposite. Haven't won a game in the last 19 matches going back to last year. And trying to get off the schneid, get the first win of the year, 0-18, 0-9 within conference. The team that was selected to finish last in the North Division here in the CACC. And so far that has rung true. Post University selected to finish 3rd. And right now they are the clear-cut number 1 if things were to end today. Ladies and gentlemen, today is also the Block the Stigma match here, trying to spread awareness of mental health. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It seems like everyone has things to say about it. And we are underway, and just like most matches, it starts with a Perrick kill. We'll start with Caldwell's starters here. It's going to be senior setter number 1, Jordan Mack, senior middle blocker number 4, Lexa McEwen. Junior outside hitter number 6, Andrea Anabosi. Freshman outside hitter, Cabri Lowry. Senior outside hitter, Wyatt Schubert-Brown. And freshman outside hitter, Meredith Gatz. And 2 liberos listed. Number 7, Ava Railton, who's out there right now wearing number 8. And Olivia Oakley you might see later tonight. She wears number 10. Usually listed as an outside hitter on the roster, but will be a libero today. Speaking of liberos, here's Alyssa Groves, the libero for the Eagles. Christina Perrick, obviously we got introduced to a little bit earlier. She wears number 2, one of the best offensive players in the country, just point blank. Nia Shahid Stevenson and twin sister Nuri Shahid Stevenson man the middle with Vivian Andrea Fahervery out there as well. Wearing number 9, Alice Di Francesco. A setter with almost 700 assists this year, wears number 11, and Alani Duncan gets the start also in the middle. Nia usually on the outside, Nuri usually on the inside. Her and Duncan will tag team for quite a few blocks with Nuri 66, Duncan 81. And the first Caldwell Cougars point comes in form of a service error for Groves, who was on a little bit of a roll there. 4-1 in set number 1. And the substitution will be made. Marley Rudolph will come in from Hampstead, Maryland. Business administration major, has picked up an all-state honoree in her high school career. This one's up. Perrick first to touch. DiFrancesco sets up Nuri Shahid Stevenson out the back. And back-to-back points for the Cougars. So, again, it's been a tough road. Again, losses in every game this season, but only been swept 3-0 6 times, so you play 18. So 1/3, not crazy great, but you would think for a team with no wins, they'd be a lot more uncompetitive than they have been. This one will hit around the backboard that's propped up. Again, that's all in play. We see the ceiling and the subsequent basketball backboards and rims and stanchions come into play today, so don't be surprised if you see some ping-ponging around. It is all legal. And it's 3 in a row for Caldwell. Find themselves still down 4-3. Barrick trying to end the run. She will. Virginia Barrick in Division II. First in attacks per set, 4th in kills per set, 6th in points per set, and 4th in just straight-up kills. And that's been missing 2 to 3 games earlier in the year as well, nursing an injury that she is fully back from. And she is in the middle getting a solo effort. Outside for Caldwell, it's Schubert Brown, who has 160 kills, and add on to it. Schubert Brown, 160 kills, 109 kills for Meredith Gatz, wearing number 22 to keep an eye on, and Andrea Anabosi, 115 for her, so those are the 3 triple-digit kill leaders we have in the game for Caldwell. Perrick, we talked about her, 4th in D3, and about 3-ish games, she'll have 400 on the season. And here she is at the service line, where she also has picked up 17 service aces off the chest of Schubert Brown. Perrick comes in to set it. And off of the violation, it will be points for post. Post 9-0 at home this season. Also 5-game winning streak. And also 19-20 all-time versus Caldwell, and looking to go 500 through the all-time series that these two teams have played together. Have won the last 5 matches and made up a lot of work, winning 8 of the last 9 against the Cougars, the Eagles have. Raisa Sattler will check in, 30 service aces for her, transferred in from Bloomfield, where she was last season, and now has found a home here and in Waterbury with post. Tipped up, and that's going to go out just outside. It's Gabriel Lowry who tried to dunk it in, the Davidson, North Carolina native. And that's off of the net, 9-6. And Anabosi is in. Out comes Rudolph, and to the service line will be Wyatt Schubert Brown. Twice a CACC All-Academic member. Outside, and just a little bit too much on it for Elena Ortiz, who's been awesome for the Eagles, coming in relief and being one of those top offensive players off of the bench. This is a tough settle. Has to go back with it. And violation on it. So 9-8. Caldwell hanging in there. 4, 3, 2. Perrick, misstep. You can see head coach Tiffany Verney not too pleased. She's also trying to creep up to 500 in terms of her career record as a coach here at Post. And you see that ceiling coming into play. Here it is again. Here it is a 3rd time. Popped over Groves, able to set it up beautifully. And gets on the ground and keeps it alive. Popped up. Comes back a little bit quicker, and Anabosi literally punches it over. And second time for Duncan is all it takes. And she finally ends it there. Popped up, hit over by Jordan Mack. And it finds its way to Nia Shahid Stevenson, who's able to dunk in. Didn't really look like she liked the initial hit, but it worked. So can't be too mad at it in retrospect. That one just scrapes over Alice DiFrancesco, one of the best setters in all the land. DiFrancesco sits at 629 assists coming into play today, and with a nice little post run, that will be our first timeout, our first break in the action. 12-9, we'll be back in a minute. Post leads by 3. Buzzer sounds up. We are back from break number 1. It's 12-9 posts, and Caldwell going back and forth here in the first set. Not my first day speaking English, I promise you that. DiFrancesco just gets it over, and it's blocked. Still hit around, and Schubert Brown actually got a not that bad hit on it, and for what seems like the 4th or 5th time. A little bit too hard out the back for post. Groves will duck and cover, and good decision, back to a 3-point game. Here ready to go. It's Vivian Andrea Fehervary from the Briesen, Hungary. A junior. 11, 1, outside, big swing, and Nanabosi will pick up the kill. Stephanie Ramos checks out. Back in is Alexa McEwen. Groves' first touch. DiFrancesco just beautiful blocked. This time it's Duncan who gets it in, keeps it in. Ryan Duncan has been awesome this year. 134 kills and a .332 hit percentage. When it gets to her, she finishes the job. 81 blocks as well, so offensively and defensively has been a force in the middle. Groves 11 times has been CACC Defensive Player of the Week, and it's probably going to go down as not only one of the best defenders in post history, and probably already is, but one of the best in conference history. She is approaching the all-time conference dig record, and we'll be keeping an eye on that through the remainder of the season. The senior last chance to pick that up, and already had probably the best season in post history by an individual player with the Defensive Player of the Year and an All-American. Caldwell sticking in, still just 3. And them in post have gone back and forth. Outside, Parrick. And that's it down off of the block attempts up front. Gatz and others trying to get to it. Posts, at least in the games that I've called, this is my 4th or 5th post volleyball match I've been sidelined for. Usually they start a little bit slow. And then once that turn, like this point in the first set, they turn on the jets, and then by the time you catch your breath, the game's over. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. 18-3. Wins against Chestnut Hill, Southern Connecticut, and at Jefferson in 3-1, 3-0, and 3-2 fashion. Extend the lead up to 4. And Barrick and the Eagles trying to even extend it further than that. Knuckleball serve, tough reception on it. And that's just bumped over. Great shot, and a little bit too low for Shahid Stevenson. She's able to pick it up, however. A little bit better. Down the middle, out. Just a little too hard. This comes down, picked up, and great job between Ramos and Matt going back and forth. Keep it off the ground, and Matt can't do it a second time, though. Got her in the split. And 18-14. Hitting .240 are the Eagles so far. 11 kills, 5 errors, 25 attempts. Sattler, really good service player. And just no one home. Skipped up a little bit quick for everybody. And seems like we're deadlocked into a 3 to 4 point game. Hasn't changed much or even at all for a while.
2, 11, 21, 2, 1.
Yeah, reception by Ramos, punched over by Anabosi. Here we go. Duncan, it's kept alive, but hopes fade pretty quick. DiFrancesco will try to extend it to 5, something that Post has struggled to do the last few times they've been in this spot. Mack sets it up outside and tipped off the fingertips of Ortiz, and will be a kill for Cabry Lowry. Psychology major from Davidson, North Carolina.
11, 24, 2, 1, 6.
And now we're within 2. First time it's been within 2 in quite some time. Back to 3. Back on comes Ava Railton. 155 digs as a rookie of the year in high school, studying medical imaging at Caldwell University.
8, 1, 4.
Blocked up front, and back to a 4-point game. Dave Barrick and Duncan combined there, and we will take another short break. 1:15 on the clock. We'll be back 21-17 Post, trying to end sets 1 early. 21-17, the Post University Eagles lead at home over the winless Caldwell University Cougars. Both timeouts already burned by the Cougars, and head coach Hector Colon. Early leaders in Abosi, 3 kills. On the other side, Perrick 4. And Rashid Stevenson also with 3. And Fahervery will send it away. Settled first, and Abosi make it 4 for her. She's been great. Andrea Abosi, a junior from Piscataway, New Jersey, is the career kill leader in her high school, and you can see why right there. Forceful blows. And staying close-ish to home at Caldwell, New Jersey. Mack, her 48th service error. And just making sure the rotation and substitutions are up to regimen. Looks like they are. 22-18. And Groves, who had a nice stay at the line to begin the game. We'll try our hand here. Pumped up outside. Perrick dug up. Chipper Brown there. And Abosi on angle. Don't matter. She's feeling it. On one right now is Andrea Abosi. And she'll come out and met with some high energy. Pushed over awkwardly. Nice strike. That's in. Caldwell within 2. Hanging tough. These two teams played earlier this season, September the 17th. That was one of the 6 3-0 sweeps that Caldwell has faced. It was 25-9, 25-16, 25-15. Nowhere close to how close set 1 has been. We're tied. 22 all. Bo still with both timeouts. So they're going to run it through. Rudolph finding some success here. Just over. It's still up. And Caldwell takes the late lead. 23-22. Post, some work to do. Outside, Perrick. Run not ended yet. Groves, Perrick, too far. And it's very loud to my left. Timeout called. We'll take it. 25 or 24-22. Caldwell came to play. Post is going to need to kick in an overdrive and force extra volleyball here in set 1. Cougars just 1 away from winning their first set against Post this year. Like we said, these two faced off a little bit over about a month and a half ago, and it was not particularly close in a post victory. And that is the set for Caldwell. They take it 25-22. We will flip sides and see you in 3 minutes. Cougars off to a nice start. All right, back a little bit early, and Caldwell trying to play spoiler here in Waterbury, Connecticut. One of the top teams, one of the bottom teams in the CACC going at it, and it's Caldwell taking the first set 25-22. Checking in on some stat leaders in Abassi. 5 kills, 3 from Schubert Brown. 10 assists already for Jordan Mack. An ace for Rudolph and Schubert Brown each. And 5 digs for Stephanie Ramos. No blocks at all for anybody on the side of the Cougars. Other side, Barrick 4 kills. What's new? Shahid Stevenson being Nuri. And Alani Duncan 3 kills each. 12 assists from DiFrancesco. 2 digs for her as well. No service aces, but 3 service errors spread around. 8 digs from Groves. And a couple of blocks here. Assists for Perrick, both Shahid Stevenson sisters, and Duncan. So we swap sides, and the home team picks up point number 1. And blocked, but out of play. Point Caldwell. Like we mentioned, both these two teams played about 6 weeks ago or so, and Post handedly defeated Caldwell. The most they had in a set was 16, and also had a 9 in there. Now they beat Post on their home turf in set 1. Still a ways to go. And we'll see if Post can shake off some rust that we saw from them. Did not look too together. A little disjointed both individually and as a team. See if they can clean that up. Great shot. It's Caldwell. Ties it up 2-2. Caldwell's coached by Hector Colon, who's looking for just his third win in 45 tries with the Cougars. Right now stands at 2 and 43. Assistant coach at St. Elizabeth and Union before taking the head gig here. And long high school and club career, a total coaching career spanning near 30 years, not a little bit over. And Sophia Cassis joined him on the sidelines, and Natalie Piper, the team manager, returned 5 players from last year's squad that started in 14 or more games last season, and won the first 18 matchups they've played so far this year, in the last one of yesteryear's season. So 19 straight losses going back to 2024, and trying to break that here. Sattler forces the mishandle. And Nuri down the middle, dug up by Mack. Bumped over. Groves checks in. And just nobody there except for Alyssa Groves. She continues to be so good. Outside blocked, but will be out of play, and point goes to post. And really blessed I am personally on an individual level last night in New London, Connecticut, as the Coast Guard Bears took on WPI Engineers. They have a libero by the name of Layla Bomber, one of the best in all of Division III. Now I get to sit here and watch one of the best in all Division II in Alyssa Groves. And then later this week on Halloween, I'll be taking in some Division I volleyball as Bryant takes on UNH. An American East matchup. Excited for that on Halloween night. DiVincenzo gets tricky with it and wins it. And finish my busy week with some football and field hockey, and my volleyball triple header will be done. And big week, and watching some really competitive, great collegiate athletics. Out the back end line. And a nice run, 8-3 for Post to begin things. Again, trying to settle in. Caldwell played well, but Post didn't play too particularly good either. So compounding that, you get that victory from Caldwell, and miscue there. And early on, Caldwell not looking too impressive. It's up. Avoids the ceiling. Groves touches it. DiFrancesco outside. Ortiz is denied. Schubert Brown dug up by Perrick. Outside again, and Ortiz this time keeps it in, or at least avoids the block attempt up front. Timeout. Caldwell, 10-3, much more like the Eagles we come to know and love. Like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it is the Block the Stigma match here in the Drubner Center. Cody Shoffley, we're on the call. We thank you for joining us. And, as we all know, mental health, nothing to be joked about, and a real epidemic in this country, and something that so many of us, whether it's us individuals or people we know, struggle with, and it's a big real thing. I know personally I've had my battles and continue to have my battles with mental health and keeping everything on the straight and narrow, and it's difficult. And for a lot of people, they don't believe that they have voices or ears that will listen, or their problems aren't so big or aren't so bad and don't really warrant. And just here to say that we're trying to block that stigma. That everyone, male, female, otherwise, your voice and your mental health is important, and we're here to listen. And I encourage everyone, whether it's you yourself listening at home or you know somebody out there who's struggling with some aspect of their life, whether it be a lot or a little, to know that reach out to someone you trust. And they'd much rather hear from you now than hear about it later. So, again, everyone here at Post University, and a great thing that the women's volleyball program threw out shirts. You'll see a little bit speckled in green if we can see the crowd certain points of today, and you'll kind of see those speckles of green. And a great thing that the volleyball program is doing, and a real important thing. So, again, reach out. And there are hotlines and, again, people in your life that will love to listen to whatever you got going on and help you out through it. And, again, another great, good thing that Post University continues to do. Obviously, they do the cancer awareness matches throughout multiple different sports throughout the year, and this one no different than that. 12-5, the Eagles lead and looking a lot more like themselves. Mack gets a real good hit on it, but so much top spin on it that McEwen, all she could do is really just beat it into the ground. Just with the spin on the ball, wasn't really going to get what she wanted in terms of power behind any type of shot or anything outside. And Schubert Brown down the middle. DeFrancesco to Groves, popped over, comes down, and there's the ceiling in play yet again. 14-5. Nabosi dug up. Groves there. Ortiz kept alive by Caldwell. Coming in the frame late is Railton. Does get over. And right where no one was at, Duncan drops it in the bucket. You can't really place it better than that. And over here towards the scores table. 16-5. And that's going to be another point awarded to the Eagles. Francesco just been living at the service line. McEwen trying to end it. She will finally. 28 kills for her, and hitting just .009%. He's mostly in the middle, also on the Caldwell women's lacrosse team. And now this puts this one into the net for her first service error of the season. Studying exercise science from Beechwood, New Jersey, is Vivian Andrea Fehervary. Colby Community College transfer, studying business marketing at Post. 19-6. Havery sends it over. That's a vicious kill on the outside. I believe that's Gatz. Two in a row for Caldwell. Was finally starting to wake up a little bit, maybe too little too late. 19-8 the score. Barrick outside. Two Caldwell Cougars collide. And that's going to fall to the hardwood after it skips up off the ceiling. And again, just coming down. Alexa Arnold in just for a second, comes out, and Grove is back at the service line. Barrick off the noggin. Technically popped over. Barrick saying sorry. Timeout. And everything is good. Little whack-a-mole here at Drubner as we take the break, 21-8. (21-8). As Posts looking to put a fork into set two and roast it over the coals. And an error by Groves. Barrick picks up the point off the error from Caldwell. Sattler will check in. 30 service aces. She's been outstanding. And gets an ace. Raisa Sattler, transfer from Bloomfield, Cinnaminson, New Jersey native, studying business marketing. 82 sets played coming into play today. Negative hit percentage, but not really her strong suit. There she is, getting down and dirty. Saves it. Perrick can't end it, but they will roll on. 20, 14, 11. DeFrancesco, that it hit off. No, it did not. And trying to catch someone off guard, she loves to do. Fortunately, overshot it and couldn't pick up a tipped finger along the way. Outside, tipped up, popped up. Again, redirected off of the ceiling. It is in play. Groves goes airborne. Perrick behind her back. DeFrancesco got a pretty powerful throw off it. She tipped it. And Groves ran over by Fahervery. And 2 away. Post trying to end it.
11, 10,
Nuri Shahid Stevenson. Oh, great job by Sattler, and popped over. Good reaction times. Sattler, DiFrancesco down the middle. Nuri Shahid Stevenson. That sets up set point. Vivian's out. In comes Elena Ortiz from Goodyear, Arizona. Was an all-region volleyball player in Arizona in high school. First touch from Olivia Oakley. Talked that she probably won't get in here as a secondary libero, and she is there. Getting in the action twice. Oh, there's Groves. Goodness. There she is again, everywhere. Blocked. Still alive. And out. No tipped up front. And that will do it. 25-11. And this close to Halloween, Groves cosplaying Spider-Man today. They win. We're all tied up at 1. Cody Schaffler back here at the Drumner Center. We appreciate you joining us here. Set 3 about to get underway. It was Caldwell who snuck in a victory in set number 1, and then Post put the pedal to the metal and remind everyone why they are 18-3 and undefeated in CACC play with a 25-11 drubbing of the Cougars in set 2. As always, as we get back from break, we take a look at the leaders for each side. Anabosi still with 5 kills, so none formed in that second set, but Schubert Brown has creeped up to 5 of her own, with Gatz behind them with 4. Mack, 15 assists, 2 aces for Rudolph, and 7 digs for Stephanie Ramos, and still no blocks recorded from Caldwell. On the other side of the coin, it's 11 kills for Perrick, already up to double digits again. 5 digs, so she's on double watch, something that she basically does almost every time out. 5 kills for Alani Duncan and 4 for Nuri Shahid Stevenson. 21 assists for Alice Di Francesco, an ace for Groves, and an ace for Sattler, the 2 best service weapons for the Eagles. 16 digs for Groves as well, who's been basically everywhere. And a pair of blocks for Nia Shahid Stevenson and Alani Duncan. Don't think we saw Nia much, if at all, in that second set. Here she is, and she picks up the block. Also, Post as the team hitting .261 with a .382 clip in that second altogether. Just one error, had 8 in the first set. And hitting just .071 are the Cougars. Outside and out the back. As Andrea Nabosi trying to find that rhythm again. Side again, and Nabosi with the final touch, but nothing that Post can't handle. And Duncan, too far. 3-2 early on. Marla Rudolph, business administration major from Hempstead, Maryland. And Groves and Barrick combine to not get that done. Also, a fun fact I heard about Maryland earlier this week, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told all the lakes in Maryland are man-made. Very weird topography there, where and if you look at Maryland on the map, you have a lot of those, body of water in and out in between masses of land. Obviously, the Chesapeake Bay, a big calling card around, Baltimore and the Annapolis and the other places in Maryland. But apparently, all the lakes are man-made. Fun. You learn something new every day. And that's going to be Caldwell points. 5-4. They have the lead early on. We're waiting for Post to turn the corner in the first set. Notoriously, they start off a little bit slow, and they just kind of never did. Caldwell took advantage, and they found themselves with a set 1 victory, and no wasted time getting to a big lead early for Post the first go-around in set 2. And that one scorching by Groves and everybody else. Great job from Caldwell. This one's up, comes down hard. Again, the ceiling, more than other games I've watched. Again, been in this gymnasium about we'll say 4 or 5 times. And none, we've seen the roof and the other amenities around come into play, but not like tonight. It's just been a bad day to be sealing. That's up in the lights. Bad day to be suspended above the court. Oh, what a shot by Nuri from Louisville, Kentucky. Popped up. That's played on the back, and tough angle from Schubert Brown gets it over. Barrick does get it over. Sattler, DiFrancesco off balance, still puts up a really good pass. And a long point here. DiFrancesco goes up. Sattler again. And finally, it will be post points. Short serve from Barrick, and just nobody home. Hit into net, saved Caldwell, but not for long. As post lead jumps up to 4. Timeout called by Coach Cologne, and we will take it with you. 10-6 post again, getting an early lead. All right, as Drake's hair nades us into resumption of play after the first timeout called. 1 timeout remaining for Caldwell here in set number 2. I lied. Set number 3 is a errant, innocent bystander water bottle taken from us in the line of action. 11-6, another short serve by Barrick, and it's getting Caldwell out of all types of sorts. And hearing Coach Cologne just a couple feet to my left saying, hey, taking timeout just so we regroup, we refocus. And so far the message has not been received. Barrick again, this one a little bit harder and a little bit too hard. So you're talking to yourself, not happy about it. And top 5 in the nation in total kills for Division II. And that's with missing a couple of contests.
11 over 1.
Hey, Francesco. Gets it over. Another bouncing around up top. And another kill for the ceiling. They're up to about 8 tonight. Ceiling doesn't pick sides either. It is
11,
agent of chaos. There isn't a team it favors more than the other. It is out for blood either way you can get it. Ceiling, one of our MVPs. And Sattler said it didn't hit her. And they will call it as points Post. All right. Thinking it from here, I think it grazed a knuckle. But, hey, I don't get paid to make the decision. I get paid to talk about it. 13-9, your score. Set 3. It was 25-22 Caldwell and then 25-11 Post. This one kind of more mimicking that first set where Caldwell found themselves down 3 for a majority of that one until they just weren't. Five-point lead for the Eagles. And out. Good call on the back end by Schubert Brown and Ramos, who were in the area. They both guided that one out.
2, 11, 24, 3.
Blocked. Groves keeps it out, and DeFrancesco. She's always looking for that pocket, usually when everyone's out of sorts and chaos is ensuing and someone's out of position. She reads the floor so well. And Abosi hit that one so hard, giving Vlad Jr. a run for his money on exit velo. That's a double in another sport, but a error in this one.
11 over 3, 11, 21.
Shot, dug up,
11,
outside, and sent back over. Popped over the net. Post trying to get to it. Duncan, it's anyone's possession. Punched over. And again, we're getting into the chaos theory of things. Outside, Duncan. See you later. Alani Duncan doing the most. She's been so good this year and pretty good in this game.
1, 6, 11, 3, 6, 8, 1.
Played up. Mack gets it airborne, and Schubert Brown. Too much sauce. The lead has ballooned to 8, and the second timeout of the set called by Caldwell. 18-10. Post again trying to put a aggressive stamp on this one. Eagles will take the ball and serve it up to DeFrancesco off of the net.
Every time they call a timeout.
18-11 now as they are on the doorstep of cashing in a set 3 victory to put them up 2-1. Tied 1-1. Set 1 going to Caldwell. Set 2 going to Post. And DeFrancesco and Groves give it their best effort, but unfortunately falls harmlessly to the hardwood. Barrick gets it off the forearm, and Groves has to roll it over. She will. Sets up Gatz. And a little bit too much on it. Up, tipped around, and chaos again. Barrick, oh boy. They might have to refurbish the gym floor every weekend after Barrick's done with it. She has some killer swings. 20-12. Pop down, outside, Inabosi, and a kill for her. Andre Inabosi, the Piscataway, New Jersey native, getting back in the kill column. 5 in the first set right now. After that one, finds herself with 7, so just 2 over the next 2 sets after a pretty dominant set 1 for her. Duncan, and they save it. Just reaction time central, and off the fingers of Gatz. Point goes to Post, 21-13. That's in. Rudolph read it herself and just 8-ball corner pockets. Groves, who's had success in the line tonight, success in the line on the season. And it is Olivia Oakley, the backup libero. And Oakley this year, 49 sets played, 29 digs, and 5 service aces. And her time at the line will be coming to an end pretty shortly. Sattler. 23-15. Ramos. Barrick. Tip at the line and sent by Ramos, so no one home for Wyatt Schubert. Brown has been great. Health science, her brother runs track and field at Misericordia from Chatsworth, New Jersey. The senior outside hitter. That's in. Barrick painting. And now with an 8-point lead. Barrick trying to end it. And Shaheed Stevenson's the one who gets the job done. 25-16. Caldwell drops their second set in a row. Posts looking for the victory when we come back. 25-16 and a 2-1 set lead. So as we head into set 4, it's Post with a 2-1 lead now. And again, we will start off with stat leaders individually for both teams. Nabosi and Schubert Brown with 8 kills apiece, with Gatz behind them with 5. 20 assists for Mack, 2 aces for Marley Rudolph. 9 digs for Stephanie Ramos, 7 for Jordan Mack, and 7 for Ava Railton. And still no blocks, either solo or assisted, for the Cougars. 15 kills for Perrick, 3 digs away from 10, so double watch for her. 7 kills for Nuri Shahid Stevenson, 6 for Elena Ortiz and Alani Duncan. 32 assists for Alice Di Francesco. It's been awesome, as always. 2 aces for Perrick and Groves. 23 digs for Groves, who's been outstanding, and 3 blocks for Nia Shahid Stevenson. Post, like I think every set has started 1-0, and Perrick herself makes it 2-0. And off the front line, it's Nia, and then off of Alani Duncan's chin. Duncan is a warrior. Every gets first touch. Perrick the last. Groves, and Perrick wisely not diving into the stanchion that holds our sky ref, I like to call him. Two. Perrick, oh, teardrop, almost got Cougars out of sorts. And DiFrancesco reaching down to pick it up. Blocked. Duncan's going to get credit for it. There as well was Nia Shahid Stevenson. Blocked in front. Another point for Post, 4-2. And Post selected to finish 3rd in the North Division despite going 20-11, 13-3 in conference last season and making it to the CACC championship game where they were swept by Georgian Court 3-0. First time they've been to the dance and the end of the line since 2018. They started the season 9-0, which is the best start in program history. The best previous start was a 2-0 start in 2004. Alyssa Groves this year became the first in program history with 2,000 digs, and Perrick reached her 1,000th career kill, mark that has spanned 3 different institutions, Quinnipiac, AIC, and then finally here for the last couple of seasons. On a 5-game winning streak and trying to make it 6 in a row. And again, trying to tie up the all-time series against Caldwell, sit 19-20 all-time against the Cougars. But over the last decade or so, or 5 years or so, have won the last 5 matches and also are 8-1 in their last 9 matches. And errant volleyball. You'd think it happened more often, but ball folks are usually pretty good with it. So we'll just replay it. Outside, Perrick. Oh, it's thunderous blow, but handled by Caldwell. Good for them. Oh, just a short little pass up to Nurishid Stevenson, who has been awesome. That is pancaked and sent back up. And again, the ceiling causing some chaos. Off the ceiling and down, and will go down as a post point. And one in between the posts. Oh, man. And then Railton, braver soul than I am, I would have got out of the way. 5-point advantage for the Eagles. Another Perrick kill. And in the middle. Perrick can't keep it in. 9-6. Swing by Schubert Brown. Won't get over the net. Timeout, Caldwell. They'll take it with the 11-6. Perrick at the line when we return. Post trying to win it here in set 4. So we're back and just told Delice DiFrancesco 35 assists tonight. Her 36th will be her 2,000th. Perrick will send us away. One. Jessica gets over to it. Ortiz back over. Schubert Brown, this is off. Groves down onto the ground to save it. She's been incredible tonight. And that's Going to be points off the tip up front for Caldwell. Liche outside. Ortiz blocked back down. And a good defensive stand. What will go down as the first block of the day for Caldwell. We'd mentioned that every frame. Still haven't picked up one. And they will here. DiFrancesco sets up Perrick. Tips around. And we'll see if that one counts it. Waiting for the official word. Still needs one more. Yeah. No, that was it. So officially in the stats, 2,000 career kills. Waiting for the official word to come. But 36 assists tonight. 2,000 career assists for Liche DiFrancesco. That's up. Coming over here. Sattler saves it. And they'll most likely have to celebrate for 2001. And Perrick can't get to it. And teammates letting her know that she got it. But she's waiting for an emphatic one. The one that are 1,000% sure on. And she is at the line. This one's a little bit short. Blocks and point for Caldwell. 14-10. And then the net back to a 5-point advantage for the Eagles. At the line, Vivian Andrea Fehervary. Every again with a 16-10 game, 6-point advantage, and in it to the net. Popped around, then just pop-shotted back over, and violation. And DiFrancesco will go over and do the honors of asking the age-old question, but why? As violation called on the side of post, and DiFrancesco has an extended talk with the Sky judge and did not get the resolution I think she wanted, but that's all right. 4-point game. Post still with the lead. That's popped up. Has to be thrown over. It is. DeFrancesco outside and out the back. Point for Caldwell. Like you just mentioned a few moments ago, DeFrancesco picked up career assist number 2,000 right now, sits at 2002 with her 37 tonight. Groves. Barrett going to go cross court. Does. There it is. Barrett. Nope. Sattler down for it, and point to Caldwell. 3-point game now all of a sudden. And there it is. Another point for Posts. Swing blocked up front. DeFrancesco to Perrick, who's been such a incredible pair in the last few seasons. That is just out. Three-point game. Caldwell not going away easy. And it's blocked and out, and Perrick pick up another kill. Lana Ortiz in, a freshman contributor. And we will take the timeout, but DeFrancesco 2K saves and just keeps on climbing. (19 to 15). Perrick at the line for the Eagles, trying to get out of here with a 3-1 victory over Caldwell, but still need to finish up this one, and I'll have to wait on it a little bit. Perrick shortchanges it. Francesco adding some kills to her ledger. And it was Inabosa who didn't even get all of it, but just got enough of it to put it in a tough spot for Post to react. Side, Ortiz is going to get the kill. 21-17. Post trying to get out of here. And trouble with it, but staying alive are the Cougars. Almost picked up a point there outside. And that is Nia Shahid Stevenson. Another assist for DiFrancesco. Groves down with it. Ortiz likes to attack that back line. And great defense from Post forces the point there. Francesco outside. And that will do it. That's all she wrote. 25-18, your final score in set number 4. So a gentleman's sweep for Post, Caldwell fighting hard for the first set, and then it's going to be 3 in a row for Post. The final score is 25-22 Caldwell, and then Post 25-11, 25-16, 25-18. A whole lot to look at and say, hey, they did great. Obviously, the big point is Alicia DiFrancesco's 2,000th career assist, and we'll look on what's next for both of these teams. First for Caldwell, take a look at what they have remaining on the schedule. They will be at home against Jefferson on Senior Day before going on the road against Adelphi and Goldie Beacom next week. For Post, just a few more games left. Away this Saturday at Wilmington, and then back home for a few. Southern New Hampshire and University of Bridgeport on the docket for next week, with Holy Family on the 9th on Senior Day. We'll be back for player review a little bit later, and that will wrap it for game time here. We will be back with player reviews. Cody Shalfo, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we're back with Liche DiFrancesco. And Liche, obviously, big night, 2,000 career assists for you. And, I mean, you're all over the place all the time. Like, how have you developed being able to read the floor the way you have and set up your teammates the way that you do?
Well, I don't know. It was very good game. I don't know. We are playing all together, and the team is growing. I mean, I'm a little sorry for the first set that we lost, but it was good.
Yeah, and like you said, you guys have just been rolling, 19 wins now. You're about to take over the wins record, which you guys set last year. And individual success, team success, it just feels so good when you're winning. And how good has it felt to be playing on a team like this with teammates like the ones that are watching you right now?
No, it's amazing playing with these girls, and I mean I don't know, everything it's working. So let's just keep doing what we are doing.
All right, a couple weeks left before the playoffs. We'll let you get out of here and prepare for that. Congratulations, great job tonight, and we'll obviously be looking forward to your next performance here at the Drubner Center.
Yeah, thank you.
All righty, and we'll be back in just a quick second with Alyssa Groves to finish up our night. And we are back with Alyssa Groves. And Alyssa, like I was talking with Liche, it's so fun to watch individual successes. You have records being broken almost every night as you get down this stretch because you're having such a fantastic season as a team. How fun has it been since day one of training camp to right now while you're staring down a big playoff run coming up?
It's been amazing. It's been so much fun, and honestly, there's no bad moments. It's all positive vibes and good vibes around. So it's just fun. It's a moment to celebrate, and it's a moment to have fun. There should be no no bad vibes, no nothing. It's just happy.
Right, and tonight was the Block the Stigma night. Again, obviously in mental health awareness, and it seems more than ever we need to put a spotlight on mental health. And what does that mean for you to be able to give a spotlight to that here with your teammates and kind of just share that message out with everyone here tonight?
I think especially with athletes, a lot of athletes go through mental health issues, and then but having people there next to you and knowing that they're there for you, and that it's okay to not be okay. It's everything's okay. And having those people next to you, I think it helps a lot.
Right. Well, we'll get you out of here. Long night here. You guys win this 1-3-1. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time. All right?
Thank you.
Awesome. So we'll be back next time here. A couple of home games upcoming on the schedule for Post. Make sure to check that out as well. Senior Day coming up this end of next week as well. So that's been everything here from Cody Schauf for everyone here at Post Athletics. We appreciate you for joining us here tonight. 19-3, 20 wins right on the horizon for the Eagles. We'll see how quick it takes them to get there. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful night, everybody.